Welcome to another episode of So You're Interested In. And this week, again, we have our music producer on the show, Mr. Spencer Norris, here with us today, and he'll be talking to you guys about Tame Impala, mostly because I don't know the first damn thing about Tame Impala. So, he's going to take over from here on out. Enjoy.
Tame Impala is a psychedelic rock band from Perth, Australia. What started out as a home recording project for multi-instrumentalist Kevin Parker has turned into a headlining worldwide phenomenon. What many people don't realize is Tame Impala is a one-man show. Parker writes, records, and mixes all of the music for the band. Sure, the band has other members that perform while touring, but in the studio, it's all Parker's world. Tame Impala has 3 studio albums: Inner Speaker, LunarISM, and Currents. Parker has worked with many artists over the years, including John Mayer, Travis Scott, and Kanye West. Arctic Monkeys frontman Alex Turner has expressed interest in recording a project with Parker, which Parker has responded, "I'm all for it, Alex." Like I mentioned earlier, Tame Impala only has 3 albums, so they're a relatively new band. The first album I'm going to talk to you about today is 2012's LunarISM. LunarISM has many classics, and it's really where Parker gained his just signature sound of high fuzz, lots of reverb, and just overall psychedelic sound. The first track I want to introduce you today is called Mind Mischief. Mind Mischief is a great tune, and it has a very recognizable guitar riff. It's very catchy, and it's a great way to get introduced to the band. The next song I want to talk to you about on LunarISM is called Feels Like We Only Go Backwards. This song is one of Tame Impala's most famous, and you may have heard it before if you're interested in the band, because it's all constantly listed among the best. LunarISM is the best album to get introduced to Tame Impala, as it has so many hits, and it just really grasps their signature sound. The next album I want to talk to you about is their 3rd studio album, Currents. Currents is a bit different than the past 2 albums. The first 2 were just really focused on just psychedelic rock, heavy reverb, lots of fuzz, like I mentioned earlier. While Currents does this still, Parker decides to be more experimental on this album, including lots of instruments such as 80s synths, mandolins, and other instruments. The first track off the record, Let It Happen, is a complete mind trip, and you just need to listen to it to understand how incredible this song is. Spanning over, I believe, 6 or 7 minutes, there are multiple parts of the song, multiple layers, and it really just pop on a good pair of headphones, just sit down on the couch, and just enjoy the ride. The next track off this album I want to talk to you about is called New Person, Same Old Mistakes. This track comes towards the end of the album, and it really encapsulates everything the album is about, as it includes synths, just different types of noises, mandolins. It's a really cool song, and I really recommend listening to it. Those 2 songs are really great bookends for the beginning and the end of the album, as they just cover so much of what the album is about. And it is really just an incredible album to listen to with a good pair of headphones. I highly recommend it. Now I'd like to go over some key tracks for you to definitely check out. If you're interested in rap, Kevin Parker recently collaborated with rapper Travis Scott on his latest project, Astroworld. Parker co-wrote and produced the track Skeletons, and you can really tell that Parker had an influence over it, because it just sounds like a Tame Impala song with Travis Scott's rapping over it. The next song I would like to talk about comes off their first debut album, Inner Speaker. The song's called Solitude is Bliss, and once again, it has that signature fuzz, just drive to it, but it also has some very interesting drums to it. And once again, Parker recorded that himself. He does everything. Going back to the rap genre, Parker also collaborated with Kanye West on his latest album, Yay. The track Parker worked on was Violent Crimes, the last song on the album. Parker's influence is definitely more subtle on this track, but you can definitely tell that he was there. Some similar bands to Tame Impala are the Flaming Lips, Supertramp, and then there are just so many psychedelic rock bands that had a huge influence over Parker and his work. Hopefully I convinced you to check Tame Impala out. They're a really creative band, and Parker is a musical genius. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below about what you want to see more on the channel. If you already listened to Tame Impala, make sure to comment below to let other people know your favorite songs and songs that they should check out. Thanks for watching!